All right, it's another day, and we thank God for this day. Right, we're seeing this day, and we have gone so far, probably halfway. We just completed PHP and object-oriented programming. Right. From now on, we're gonna be using Pido to connect to our database. We're gonna be using forms, creating forms to post data and fetch data from our database. So it's Ajax to request that data, right? So we definitely have to have our database created, all right? So let's jump right into it, right? Now, if you want to start your database, you just have to click open your control panel right from the desktop and click on, make sure you start your MySQL right over here. Make sure you start it. Mine is already started, and then you click on the admin button here, right? And then it will take you to your MySQL admin page, right? If you don't get it, then try and change your port number, your localhost port number, to the port number that you set it to. All right, and then you just press enter, and then you will be taken to your PHP admin. All right, so we're just going to look at the overview. All right, PHP admin is basically a database software, all right, that works with PHP and Apache, all right, or other web servers, right? Now, if you're new to this, let me just walk you through the interface, right? Your your database names, right, and the tables will be over here on this left pane here, right? So these are all my database names. These are all the names of my database, right? And if you if you expand this, you would see the tables that you have, all right, under each database. All right, great. Now, if I click on this, what happens is it opens here, all right, and you can see from the address bar. Always look at the address over here, right? This is the local host, and this is a database, and this is the name of the database. All right, if I click on any of these tables, right, you can see the address changes. So I'm inside, I'm in a table, right, and the table name is admin, and I'm in a database called this is the name of the database. All right, now the browse button basically shows you the data you have under the database. All right, that's what a browse button does. All right, the browse button here, it shows you the data you have inside the database. All right, the structure here shows you the names of your columns. All right, and from here also you can add to it. That is, if you've already gotten a table. All right, you can add, you can delete, you can just check here and change it or drop it. Drop means delete. All right, and then the SQL, this is basically when you want to query your database. All right, now MySQL, PHP admin uses SQL, right? And that basically means you're going to be writing some functions, right? This is the function of MySQL. All right, this is the function. All right, and this function is called a query. All right, so SQL is basically a query. All right, for example, what I'm seeing here, all right, what I'm seeing here, the query for what I'm seeing here is select all from vehicles. This is the name of the table, and I'm ordering them by the image description in ascending order. Get that? So we're gonna look at how to create these query functions. All right, it's super easy, super easy. All right, we have a lot of them. All right, now search is when you want to search through your database, because you could have over a million or even a billion data, all right, inside a single database. All right, And then we have insert. Insert is when you want to add, all right, data to your database tables, right? And then export is when you want to uh, download this tables, right, or even the database, right? We're going to be exporting our tables to our live server, all right? We're going to be doing that, all right? So when you are exporting, you are downloading, all right, whatever you are exporting, either the table or the database, all right. And then when you go to the live server, all right, the live server, and then I will show you the live server database also. It's almost the same, all right. So I'm in my hosting account right now, and I'm hosting with HostPapa. For some reasons, I like them. Their interface is very easy to use, and I don't know, I just like them. I've tried a lot of hostings, but I just like HostPapa, and I chose HostPapa Canada because for security reasons too. All right, now when I come to database here, right, and I click on PHP admin, all right, it takes me to my database, right? This is, you can see everything is almost the same here, right? So over here you can click on databases. Now basically you're gonna have your hosting name, all right? So everything will start with your hosting name, all right? So see, the name of my database is this, starting with a hosting name, then the name of the database, all right? For some security reasons, I cannot show you the data inside this database because this is my live server. Actually, I'm not supposed to be showing you this, but I trust you guys, all right? So this is the SQL, this is the import export, all right, and stuff like that. Almost similar, all right, almost similar. Let me take you to this side, all right? So this is the SQL, all right? Here it shows query, but it's ever there's SQL, and then export, import, and operations. Let's go back to the local host and see what the operation does, right? So if we import our data and we come to a live, if we export, I should say, and we come to the live server here, we're going to be importing the database tables under each respective table, right? Database, right? So over here in our local server, we have the operations here. Now what these operations do is, if you want to edit something here, either the database table or the database itself, right? For example, if I click on the database, all right, it takes me to the structure of the database and shows me the tables inside the database, right? But if I click on operations, it takes me to a place where I can edit the name of the database and stuff like that, right? The same thing applies to tables. If I click on this table and then I click on operations, I can change the table name and stuff like that, right? So that's what operations do. The operations, they work mostly on the name, on the objects here, right? On the database name and the tables inside the database, all right? So we're gonna be jumping straight into it. This is just how the interface looks, all right? It's super easy, super easy. Now you can do this, everything you can do here, you can do it using codes, right? But we're not going to spend much time on that. I mean, this is why there's PHP admin, all right? So that you can just use the interface to work, all right? And you can see, if you click on the PHP admin, you can see the properties of the database server here, right? The type, the server that it's on, the version and everything, all right? So I'll see you on the next video, on the next lecture. Thank you.